Hey, we are live. We are live. One, two, three. We are live. We are live. Okay. Good. Everything good. All right. So today we're gonna do fire alarm signal and system highlights. Whoever wants to pass or save time dealing with the electrical Florida electrical contractor's license or exam prep for Florida electrical contractor license or ESER. I don't know if you need those books, but let's go forward. This is most for ECs or unlimited electrical license in Florida. Okay, let's eat up this book. As you see, it's fire alarm signaling systems. We're gonna start with the table of content. Table of content. Please do and highlight this. Um, okay. Moving forward. This is all table of contents that if you want to go forward and highlight, you can highlight. And yep, let's start breaking this book down. Okay. Um, okay. So, all right. So here we got on page 16, fire signature fundamentals. Go back to page 15. And then if you can see, I highlight this line over here right at the top. Signatures can be monitored by the detection systems. And then we're gonna go here to aerosol smoke signatures. Please highlight the first paragraph, and then you go down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 5 paragraph aerosol resulting all the way to the top, all the way to the bottom. Then give me just 1 second, guys. My phone is up. Going back at it. This is live. This is live. Okay. As you see here, aerosol signatures. Um, this where we were. Where we was, or yeah, you got it. This is live, and let me just turn off my alarms that I have during the day. Okay. Then okay, so arrow signatures. This is tell you first paragraph, the bottom paragraph of that page, right? Completely. And then I want you to put a tab on this page 17, and put a tab saying aerosol signatures. Then moving along to page 18. This is page 18. I want you to highlight R, ER, and UV radiant energy. That whole section right there. And then thermal energy. This is the bottom paragraph over here. I want you to highlight that as well, all the way to here onto fires on page 19. And then I want you to tab this page with thermal energy tab, and then another tab for E, IR, and UV radiant energy. You can put IR and UV energy or radiant. Moving along, we're gonna go to. We're moving along to page 24. Page 24. We are gonna be on transport or fire signatures. You're gonna go to this bottom paragraph over here, okay? And it says fire detectors typically sends 1 of 3 parameters: smoke detect small particles, radiant energy released and by combustions, or 3 convected heat. That's on page 24. Okay, moving along to page 25. You're gonna go to the third paragraph on this page, and you're gonna highlight this first. We're talking about flaming combustion all the way until detectors are sensitive. Highlight that. Um, Going down the third paragraph from bottom to top. Right? Let me see. Third paragraph to bottom, from bottom to top, where it says heat detectors are the slowest on fire detectors. Highlight that. Very important. Very important. And then you can see down there it says heat detectors are also affected by thermal inertia. And then the other paragraph says losses of signatures factors or for other detectors as well. All right, so I want you to tap this page with heat detector slow and fire detector parameters. Those are the two tabs. Heat detector slow, fire detector parameters. You can put fire deck parameters or fire deck para emitters, so you don't have to put that much long of a tab. Okay, so we're moving along this book now, and then we are going to page 31. On page 31, we got reverberation time. Very important. These can appear in your test allegedly, because I don't know what I'm talking about, and I'm not a teacher. I'm not certified. This is for entertainment purposes only. But this one can come in a test. Reverberation time, also known as T6, time is defined as an amount of time that it takes for a sound to diminish to 60 decibels below the original level. Very important, guys. And then please do me a favor and tap this, put reverberation T60. So the thing is, it might say reverberation is also called T60. That's what it usually they ask in the test about it. Okay, moving along, we're gonna go to another page 35. We're on page 35, and I want you to highlight in page 35 the first paragraph onto microphone. Coordinator using microphones. That's the first paragraph, and then we're gonna go to this is 1, 2, 3. Third paragraph right here. We're gonna go to starting with sensitive, right in the middle of the paragraph. Sensitive of speakers is defined all the way to the bottom of it, 10 foot from the speakers. That's when you end. And then I want you to tap the book and put a speaker sensibility. Okay. There's tables, but I never use it. I don't know if you want to tap this tables. But that's totally fine. And then moving along, we're gonna go to page 41. Page 41, which is protected premises. Okay. So on protected premises, I want you to highlight in the book. I want you to highlight in the book. Let me see if I can just get it a little bit closer. Here we go. A little bit closer. Just trying to work it out with you guys, but I move it up and down. Don't worry about that. The title of the video. Well, you should be good, guys. Right here. So protected premises. I want you to highlight there are 3 types of protected premises alarm systems, and you're gonna highlight all these 3, and then you're gonna highlight this following paragraph, the first 2 lines, and then we're gonna go after this list numbers in here. You're gonna go to the first paragraph, and then you're gonna highlight from dedicated all the way. It's not required. It's not required. That's the end of it. And then the next paragraph that I believe you're gonna highlight from excuse me, a releasing fire alarm system all the way to down to signaling and notifications. Very important, guys. So you're gonna I put two tabs in this page, which is protected premises and then building fire alarm or fire alarm building. So I put fire dot ALA building in this tab and protected premises. Okay. And then moving along, on page 44 as well, you're gonna go here, um, all the way from um, unless configured, all the way down to power supply over here. And then for some reason, I highlight for an additional 5 minutes. And then this is, so when the secondary supply must be capable of operating a system with 24 hours period under normal load, subsequently operation system and alarm for an additional 5 minutes. Highlight that, and then the next paragraph, in protected premises fire alarm, the alarm is not automatically related to the fire department. That's page 44. And I did highlight this as a protected premises. I always tab in the next page into the sides. The tables I highlight at the top, tabs I put it on the side, table tabs at the top, so I can know tab are tables and sides tabs are content in the book. Okay, so moving along to page 46. Auxiliary alarm systems. As you see, from auxiliary alarm systems to fire alarm system, all the way to there. We're on page 46, and then all the way here at the bottom. So, and then you go, so it's 1, 2, 3. I believe this is a 4th paragraph, but there are 2 types of auxiliary system recognized in NFPA 72: local energy type or SHUM type. So the local energy type systems all the way down to having his own power supply. Okay. So, and then page 47, the second paragraph I highlighted, the SHUM type system as described in NFPA 72 is electrically connected to the municipal fire alarm system and is an integral part. Okay. Then in this page, I put 2 tabs, auxiliary alarm systems, and then I put SHUMT type system, 2 tabs. Okay. Moving along. Okay, we are on page 50. Okay, so supervising station alarm systems. As you see, we got a list of 3. I highlight those 3, and then I highlight next paragraph going down from all types to all the way down to duty at all times. Okay, that's page 50. And I did put, as a tab, I put supervising stations alarm system. I put it on 2 because they don't fit each other, but that's fine. All right, so we're gonna go keep moving along the book. Here we go. So we are on page 56. Communication methods for supervising alarm systems. As you see here is 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. So highlight that. Follow along. So after that, the second paragraph, the most commonly used communication methods is the digital alarm communication system. Very important, guys. Very important. This over here, because you have one down of 99 again. Like in my other video, I said 1 down from 99. And here, the most commonly used communication method is the digital alarm communication system, which is the most commonly communication method system. Digital alarms, 2 radio system, 1 radio system. You already got it. Digital alarm systems. Okay. Then following along in the same paragraph says this system uses digital alarm communications transmitter, which is an acronym DACT at the at the protected premises that transmit the digital alarm communication receiver at the supervision station. So highlight that. And I put, yes, I put as a tab, a little long tab, but I put display communication systems, communication methods, alarm systems, or communications methods for supervising. You can put as well, so you don't get confusing. Supervising methods. You can put communication supervising methods, however you want. That's on you. How do you relate it to the words of it, so you can find however easier you can memorize it. That will be the best. Okay, so moving along here. We are on page 60. In buildings, fire, emergency voice, alarm communication systems. You're gonna go to the second paragraph, and then you're gonna go to its standby power supply must operate 24 hours. This is a more important thing. It's gonna ask you, its standby power supply must operate 24 hours, 44 hours, 7 days, 7 minutes. Here we go. Another one in your pocket, guys. This can come in a test. Allegedly, I don't know what I'm talking about, and I'm just trying to entertain you. Not a teacher. I'm not certified to do anything. Okay. And all the way down from its standby, 24 hours all the way down, and additional alarm condition for 15 minutes. Up to 15 minutes, you're going to highlight that. Moving along to the page 61. In page 61, basically the second paragraph, after you finish the beginning of this paragraph, you're going to go to, you're going to go to, standalone manually control system. So which is, there are two basics on the building emergency voice alarm communication system. There's two basics highlighted too. And then you're gonna I tab this communication systems in building fire emergency. As I can see, in building fire emergency, or you can put voice on alarm, however you guys want to do that. You're more than welcome to do it however you guys want. Okay, moving along, we are going all the way down to chapter 5. In chapter 5, we're gonna go to second paragraph. This acronym might come in a test as well. Allegedly, I don't know what I'm talking about, but if they tell you FACU stands for what? Fire Alarm Control Units. They might be using an acronym instead of saying, okay, fire alarm control units stands for FACU, or So let me see what us. Yeah. So I put a tab on this page, which is page 67, as a FACU control units. Okay, so and that was page 67. We are going to page 69 in here, and then we're gonna go to secondary power supply protected premises. So we're gonna go 1, 2, I guess the second paragraph right here, secondary power supply must be provided. This whole paragraph completely. However, this also might come in the test, typically below the 40%. As you see here, secondary power supply must provide power for the complete system within 10 seconds in event, blah, blah, blah. The primary power supply provide a minimum voltage required, typically below 80% nameplate voltage. So I think it's just saying that it got to keep up to 80%. You got to read it, guys. Trying to interpret this thing, but I think secondary power can't go below 80%, or it has to maintain his power supply for 80%. Yeah. Yes, and then I put as a tab secondary power supply in this page 69. As you see here, we are here in notifications appliances power supply. So as you see here, I want you to highlight this first paragraph completely and then put notifications appliances power supply as a tab in the next page. I want you to highlight this page 70 and then this third paragraph completely and put notification appliances as a tab. Moving along, We are on page 73, circuit pathway performance. Right on the middle of this, basically on the middle of this page, you see it keeps going, except of parts. You're gonna highlight that all the way into grounds, free of grounds, all the way down to that. And then I want you to tap this as a circuit pathway. Okay. And then in page 74, as you see here, we have all of the circuit pathway class, which is class A, class B, class C, class D, class E, class F. And then from there, you can ask a question, what type of pathway includes this? You already know. So circuit pathway, you gotta tap this and know that we have different type of circuit pathway. There's a class from A all the way to C or E, whatever. You gotta remember, and then it might give you a description from one of the circuit pathways, and then you gotta find which circuit pathway it is in the test. Okay, moving all the way. Okay, all right, we're going page 86. In page 86, the second paragraph, we're gonna highlight the second paragraph, the first two lanes, page 86. Then moving to page 87. General requirements for manual distribution. As you see, there's another gem in here, guys. Here, gems. When you see this red thing is sauce. All right, so go all the way to the bottom of this paragraph, guys, all the way down. Like I say, the last three lanes, each box should be secure mounted with operatable part of the box not less than 42 inches or more than 48 inches above the floor level. This comes in your test allegedly. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm hallucinating and I'm trying to entertain you with things that I shouldn't. I should not, but this is only for entertainment purposes. But yes, this is a gem. Okay. Another gem right here. Another gem, guys. Right here in the same page. You're gonna go following paragraph and you're gonna go to number two. Okay. Number two in this paragraph says additional boxes should be placed so that travel distance to the nearest box will not exceed what 200 feet. This little gem, a couple in your pockets. You got two in your pockets, guys. Two in your deep pockets. You got 98 to go. And I think I'll give you a couple more over there. So you got probably 95 to go. All right. So it's just an eliminating process. If you got one right, go to the next one. So as you see, guys, I have manual fire alarm boxes. Go away. Second paragraph here. Second paragraph, two lanes after this. And then last paragraph, the first two lanes until enclosure, right? Until enclosure. And then I have here manual tabs. I have 4. I have manual station, manual fire alarm boxes. That's 1. Okay. I have signal initiation, and then I got non-coded and coded. Got 3 to 4 tabs in this one. As you can see here. Okay. This is page 87, by the way. Then we're gonna go to page 88. We're gonna go to here to fire. Sorry, my phone keep ringing. Gonna go to automatic fire detectors. Second paragraph, the first two lanes. Onto light radiation. Okay. Then as a tab, I put automatic fire detectors or automatic detectors, and then we're gonna go to page 91. The one before was obviously page 89. Okay, we're on page 91 now. Go straight to multi-mode detectors. Highlight that combination detector. Highlight the first lane, the first two lane. multi-criteria detectors, go all the way to today. Fire detectors can apply logic, and then just highlight these two lanes in here from today, the next lane following, and then you're gonna go to multi-sensor detectors right here, highlight that completely, and then in page 89 you're gonna highlight here multi-mode combination, multi-mode criteria, multi-sensor. However, you can just put multi-mode and don't put as much as I put because it can get confusing. Not everybody's brain works the same. Analog detectors as well. You're gonna go right after, right along here. Analog. Right in the middle says analog detectors does not initiate, and then you gotta highlight the for this that lanes, the following lane, and the third lane. Okay, so all the way from analog detectors to more analog detectors. Okay. Okay. Then you're gonna go to heated heat detectors right here. Heat detectors. And then you're gonna go to the second paragraph. Heat detectors. Then you're gonna go, although they are the least expensive of. But another fire, another jump right here. Heat detectors, although they are the least expensive, they're gonna ask you in the test, which ones are the least expensive heat detectors, guys. Um, as you see, then there's a table right here. Another gem for ya. This is a table, temp ranges, heat detectors, and it will tell you the colors. This is a table. It will ask you, what is the color of a smoke detectors that have a range temperature of 400 to 475. If the range is 400 to 499, you already know it's green. So temp ranges, heat detectors, and colors, or temp range and colors. You can put a tab in there, the top of this table. Very important. At least one of those questions might come in a test. Allegedly, I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm talking about. Um, and you already tab and you already um highlight this. Heat detectors are the least expensive. This is the more important part over here. And then I will put analog and heat detectors as a tab in the side of the book, side, and then tap the table. Tap this table. Um, I hope you're getting a lot of value from this one, guys. Okay, just here to help. Okay, page 106. 106, we're gonna go straight to forward to ionizing type smoke detectors, and then you're gonna go right into the middle of the paragraph, and then it says when smoke detectors particles, you're gonna highlight that starting from there. When particles, okay, all the way to predetermined level, and then you're gonna highlight the next paragraph, the first three lanes, okay, onto negative electrons. Okay, moving along, page 107, the next page, photoelectric type smoke detectors. I want you to highlight this first paragraph, um, and then second paragraph, you're gonna highlight when dense smoke obstructs part of light beam, or less dense smoke obstructs more than a beam. Amount of light reaching a photocell device is reduced. So this is kind of a second definition of what a photoelectric type smoke detectors are. And yes, there's something that will come that will ask you what type of smoke detectors is used in this type of situation when the light, I don't know specific example where you need to know, because ionizing type of smoke detectors is one, photoelectric type of smoke detectors was used for one purposes, and then there's just a couple. So photoelectric, and then um so this is very important for you to highlight this. Okay. um Hold on, guys. Let me see. Give me 1 second because I gotta get this. Let me just, yeah. So that way I don't. Okay, so all right, going back to then in page 107, I did put ionizing and photoelectric as a tab here right next to it. Ionizing and photoelectric. So I will know that's the two types. And then in page 109, this paragraph, the last two lane, projected beam detectors are generally installed within 20 inches and parallel to the ceiling, although angled beams are permitted to avoid obstructions. 20 inches. This is, I put tab in here, protected beam detector as a tab in page 109. Moving along here, I just highlight the different type of smokes, air sampling smoke detectors. I just highlight that. The next page as well, I put air duct smoke detector. Highlight just that, just to get some guidance if they put something different. Um, I highlight this F6 door panel, and I put a tab at the top. Okay. Moving along, guys. So we are going to page 116. We are going to flame detectors. Flame detectors, the first three lanes onto wavelengths, ultraviolet wavelengths. First three lanes. Ultraviolet wavelengths ends there, the highlight, and then, yeah, flame detectors. And then moving along to 117. In 117, you're going to highlight flame detectors are generally used only high hazard areas. Another gem, guys. Don't miss this 117. Flame detectors. Flame detectors are generally used only in high hazard areas. Which is the flame detector that are used? Which is the smoke detector or type of smoke detector that are used in high hazard areas? You already know flame detectors. Very important. Yeah, as you see here, I put a tab in here, flame detectors. Okay, then we're going page 140. In 140, we have smoke detectors. Can be of 2-wire or 4-wire types. 2-wire detectors derive their operating power from the alarm initiating device circuit, IDC. And then as you see, moving all the way down, there's two ways that it can be wired. Okay, and then there's a 2-wire and a 4-wire, and the 4-wire right here. So if you're going along, when I start, therefore these 4-wire detectors can be contacted in additional to the relay alarm to perform supplementary or releasing services functions. Highlight that. Okay, moving along to, and I put as a tab in this page, alarm initiating device. I put alarm initiating device. It's a tab, and then right here on page 142, we are highlighting multiplexing the first two lanes. In 142, multiplexing, and then active plexing, the whole paragraph right here at the top. 143. Okay, please tap multiplexing, active plexing. Okay, it's a tab. Then we're gonna go to page 145, and then we're gonna take a look at multiplexing formats or two-way communications. As you see here, first paragraph complete, second paragraph, the first three lanes, and then there's a short sentences in here that says, which is commonly a 2-wire circuit. Right after responding units, once you finish the first three lanes of the second paragraph right here, which ends in responding units, there's another sentence, very important, right in the bottom of it, which is commonly a two-wire circuit. Okay. Then the third paragraph highlighted completely. That's page 145. And then um, okay. And page 146, moving along here. Second paragraph, the first two lanes. Okay. For digital addressable format, each station has a unique digital address, allowing random other communications. So it's saying that all of all stations have a what? A unique digital address, a copied digital address, a Wi-Fi address, whatever, or a AAP address, or you know what I'm saying. So all right, so we're going to passive multiplexing as well. We're gonna highlight this, the first two lanes, and that's page 146. Okay, and please do me a favor. Tab, however you wanna remember these pages. Because they allowed you to tab, not as much. I don't know your but yeah. So um, don't go crazy on the tabs. Make it nice and neat. So um, two-way radio frequency, RF, multi systems. Um, well, right here. Okay, wireless transmissions, right here at the top, guys. Probably I just know my book maybe, and sometimes I don't highlight things, but yes. Here so here they include but not are not limited to the following. So I guess there are several means of wireless signal transmission used in conjunction with fire alarm systems applications. So these are a two-way radio system, a multi two-way radio frequency, multiplex system, and supervising alarm systems. So this is the different wireless ways that I guess you can transmit or something. But I think the here is where the sauces are. Two-way radio system right here. The second lane and the third lane. You're gonna highlight from this two-way radio frequency. This type of wireless system is most commonly used for central station service alarm system. So when I ask you, this type of wireless system is most commonly used for, you know, or it's gonna say what's the most common uh, um, communication system used in central stations. Remember, supervising station is, if I'm not mistaken, is digital communication system. Okay, but in a central station is a different type of communication system. There's two different things. Okay, supervising station system is one, and central station is a different thing. Okay, so be careful because they can get you confused in the test, and you can just get it wrong. You need to know where they're asking, if it's central station communication systems or supervising systems communication, because there's two things: supervising system communication systems and central station communication system or wireless transmission, because you see wireless transmission and digital transmissions are different, I guess. So yes. All right, so moving along, 149. So 149, page 149, you're gonna go here, starting at this paragraph. After all of this, 1, 2, 3, 4, this next paragraph, there are maximum all the way to additional 10 seconds, all the way down. to every additional 10 seconds. You're gonna highlight that. Okay, two, and then tab two-way radio frequency. Tab, very important. This one is very important. Radio frequency. You know, so here you're gonna highlight RF communication channels, the first three lanes in here. Then you're gonna go to the third paragraph, I believe, and you're gonna highlight the third paragraph complete and the beginning of the fourth paragraph, 2 lanes. And then you're gonna go to the third paragraph from bottom to top, which is 1, 2, and 3. And then you're gonna start highlighting in this paragraph failure to any until the other receiver. And then in this same paragraph, you're gonna go to the bottom of the same paragraph, and you're gonna go to having more than one, all the way down to receipt of signals. And then the next paragraph, a type 5 system. This first 2 lines, a type 5 system, all the way to house together. Okay, moving along. It's page 154. Page 54. Okay, so facilities and equipment for receive of box alarms. All right, so second paragraph, first 3 lanes. I mean, not second paragraph, first 3 lanes, yes. And then second paragraph, third, fourth paragraph, the fourth paragraph, first 2 lanes in here. Okay, and then you could say I tap it as a wireless reporting system. Put a tap wireless reporting systems. In page 156, I want you to highlight radio dispatch system, the first 2 lanes. Page 157, optic fiber transmission, the first lane. First lane, probably all the way to applications. Fiber optic link. Okay, let's go page 158. Very important, this one. Ooh, another gem in here. 158. 158. Fiber optic links. Right here. Fiber optic links after the image. Second paragraph, I guess, or the last 2 lanes in this page. Fiber optic link in a lightweight system consists of 3 basic elements: transmitter, a cable, and a receiver. It will ask you in a question, which one doesn't belong to the fiber optic link system? Which one is not? Okay, it's page 158. Fiber optic links. Put a tap on this page. If you don't put it right next to it, I put a tap on this page. Fiber optic links. All right, moving along. Wow, this book I thought it would be shorter to break it down, but hey, I hope somebody find this content. I'm hoping it will be valuable for them. Okay, fiber cable. Here we go, fiber cable, all the way down. Second paragraph. Right, second paragraph, these 2 lanes of fiber cable. Second paragraph, just 2 lanes at the bottom, and then you're gonna go installations and use. Installations and use gonna go all the way to the bottom of this page. In that paragraph right here, you're gonna go the first 2 lanes. Okay, that's on page 162. 162. Okay, and then you're gonna go to fiber optic connectors. You see how in a book it says about ST connectors. Fiber optic connectors right here. Fiber optic cable generally use ST connectors. Here we go. Another gem. Fiber optic connectors. Fiber optic connectors generally use ST connectors. Another gem. Tap this page immediately. We are on page 163. Put fiber optic connectors as a tab, and then fiber optic attenuation, the first 3 lines. all the way down to reliable communications. Don't forget to put that fiber optic connection as a tab. Let's see. Okay. And then, yes, we're going to go here to fire alarm notification signals. And then we're going to start to ensure that audible notifications appliances signals are clearly heard. It's required that they have a minimum sound of at least 15 decibels. Another gem right here. This paragraph, starting on to ensure, we're on page 168. Page 168, to ensure the audible notifications appliances, you're gonna highlight that. Good highlight on here. You're gonna highlight the heck of out of this middle paragraph, and then you're gonna go all the way down. So to ensure the audible all the way down to be served by the system, to be served by the system, to be served by the system, all the way down there, page 168. Then moving along, page 169, second paragraph, from the standard, you're gonna highlight from the standard because you might not be able to see everything. So from the standard all the way down to some local codes. The standard, battle lane, some local codes. Highlight that and I put two tabs in here: notification signals and fire alarm notifications. Okay, we are moving along to page 170, which is right here. Audible and visible characteristics. These first two lanes, highlight it, and then moving along, another gem that I'm gonna give you here. This table, average ambient sound. This table, average ambient sound, which is this one right here. And then I want you to highlight these first two lanes, which is the continuation of the paragraph before. And then we're gonna go down in here, and then common wiring and equipment, and then the specific environmental parameters under which equipment must perform its intended functions as areas follows. Right here, voltage between 80% and 100% of the nameplate primary and secondary standby input voltage. Common wiring equipment. So there's a parameters that, specific environmental parameters, and you're gonna have to here. Number one, highlight number one. Okay. You put the tab at the top for the table, and then put common wiring as a tab. And then we're gonna go to page 173, and then let's say from audible signal characteristics, second paragraph right here. After audible signal characteristics, this is the second paragraph, and then you're gonna go down to location of audible notifications appliances, guys. It repeats itself, but I want you to highlight the first paragraph complete about this page and following the first two lanes. Very important. And then I want you to tab it as a audible notifications and public mode. So audible notifications in a public mode presentation, right? So two different things, but I still believe the same parameters, the 15 minimum, no less than 15 decibel as average sound temp, as average sound pressure, whatever. Yeah, and it have probably the same timing, but it might confuse you to ask, what is the minimum blah 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 decibel of a public mode, instead of saying about regular appliances, or so here we go. Notifications, audible notifications, public mode, very important. Okay, so let's move along. For some reason, let me see. I did highlight this American with Disability Act for 1990. 1990. Here we go. You got all that stuff in there. If you want to highlight something, you can more than go highlight it. And then I cure here to second paragraph on page 179. Page 179, second paragraph, completely. Okay. And then it says act as follows. And I highlight number 4 in here. And then I highlight number 7 and number 8. These two numbers in here. Okay. And then very important. See this tab right here at the top? That's a table. Table 8.2. Minimum required lights output in candelas. Very important. Tap this table. And then side tab, I put ADA parameters. ADA parameters, which is American with Disability Act, or I don't know. All right. So moving along here, we're gonna go to 192. 192. We almost done. Sorry guys, the breakdown of this book is a little bit not as easy as we think. Activation of mechanical ventilation systems. Here we go. That paragraph completely. Activation of mechanical ventilation systems. Read this paragraph, trying to comprehend what it says. Okay, then of course, I probably if you ever watch this video, you're gonna say it's impossible. All of this shit will come, but that's exactly that. Not everything will come, but if you have it, tab it and highlight, and you get familiar with your book, it's easy peasy. So you don't. It's tabbed, it's highlight, and it's what, let's say, probably 50% of of the whole books, or 45% of the whole book is highlight, which is maybe the most important things that it will come in the book. It will come in the test, and you'll be able to locate it and get the 4 or 5 questions that comes in here, get it to your test, and get those 5 out of the equation. So I think it's a little bit overwhelming, a lot of the stuff that we're gonna highlight, because you're gonna say in your brain, I'm gonna say, oh my God, this is too much. They're not. None of it. None. All of this are gonna come. Correct. You are correct. You are correct. Not all of it is gonna come, but better you get familiar with your book, the better that you study your book, the better that you divided your book, the better chances of passing the test. So don't complain. Let's get to it. Don't fucking complain. All right. We already went through page 192. We're going page 193. Automatic fan shutdowns. First 2 lanes. And the last 2 lanes of the same paragraph. Then smoke dampers. Smoke dampers. I highlight the first line of the smoke dampers in here. And I put sprinkler systems for some reason. Because weak ventilation as well. Let me see. No, it's not here, but yeah. Yeah, because it talks, and then in page 192 it talks about sprinkler systems, and that's I think that's what I easily remember, the tab and the content of the question that I might come in a test. So that's why I put it. Okay, 194, which is signal notification in high-rise buildings, and then you're gonna go all the way here. A 44-inch stairway will be discharged about 140 persons per minute. So only 140 persons can enter the stairway per minute once the stairway. I like that. And that's in here in page 194. Okay. Okay. Now moving to page 197. Installation of automatic fire detectors. It starts in, let me see. They should be supported. They should be supported all the way down to such recess mounting, page 197, and I put installation automatic detectors as a tab. We're gonna go down to page 218. All right, and then we're gonna go to starts fire alarm system circuits. Fire alarm circuits, that paragraph, the first 3 lanes, and then fire alarm system circuits, the second paragraph, the first 2 lanes. Okay, first 2 lanes of those. First 3 lanes of the first one, fire alarm system circuits, and then fire alarm system circuits, the second 2 lanes of that. 218, page 218. And then I put as a tab fire alarm circuits. You see, almost done in here. Page 232. Page 232 of this. Prescriptive requirements, ceiling heights. I think you should highlight this whole paragraph complete. Just highlight it. If you want to just keep the first 2 lanes and start from as ceiling heights. Very important. Highlight that, read it, comprehend it. I want you to take 5 to 10 minutes to read this and go through everything. Take a couple of minutes to it, and then very important here. This table, heat detector spacing height. As you see, this this table, very important. Heat detector spacing reduction based on ceiling heights. Get familiar with this table. I might ask you the question about the ceiling heights of the detectors and what is the multiplier, which is this one, right, guys? What be the multiplier? What will be the ceiling height? But it will be so confusing that it's about the multiplier, but they just always say the ceiling height. And you will know, depends on the height. 16. There's a question that I actually come in a test that is about that one. But I don't know if I answer it right, because it was really confusing. Ceiling height above, up to the including height, and the question was talking about 15. I think it was a height of 15 feet, which we don't have 15 feet in here. And I really didn't know which one to pick, being completely honest. But this table will come in a test. It will be either the multiplier, the spacing by, and a certain height that they're going to give you. And you're going to pick between these 2 spacing listed multipliers right here. Multiply listed spacing. And you got to have to pick which one it is. It's really confusing because I believe there was 15 feet. It was never 16, 18, like, increments of 2. But yeah, get that familiar with that page, which that page is 233. Okay, moving along, 234. Right here in 234, second paragraph right here. Beam construction, highlight that. Very important. Solid joist construction, highlight that. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to, sometimes I just forget to, but listen to what I'm saying, and you'll be good. But yeah, solid joist construction, smooth ceiling as well, highlight that. Highlight the numbers, guys. All the numbers in inches, and you see inches and feet. Highlight that about, the subtitle that I'm highlighting. Highlight those numbers. Very important. Here we go. And page 237. Moving along, page 237. Smoke spacing, smoke detector spacing. That's another gem table right here. Smoke detector spacing. Get that. Get this. Familiar with this. Spend a little bit over here. And then detector should be placed at least. Another gem right here. Another gem. Weak ventilations. I haven't even seen the tab. Weak ventilation. Heat detectors. Detector should be placed at least 3 feet from an outlet opening in a weak ventilation area, and a minimum of 9 from outlets in area with strong ventilation. So strong ventilation and weak ventilation. So if it's in a weak ventilation, it's 3 feet. If it's in a strong ventilation, it's 9 feet. So plus the table here as well. Okay, and make sure you put a tag: heat, weak ventilation, strong ventilations. In page 238, right here, 238, heat detectors. Guys, here all of the numbers. Read it and get familiar with it. Read it, get familiar with all these numbers. In the second paragraph, I want you to skip the first 2 lanes and then starting from detectors. Should within they should be within a distance of 1/2 of the listing spacing measured at the right angle. All of this stuff. All of this stuff, and you follow this to the next page, which is 238. We are in 238, we're passing to 239, and then you're gonna highlight these 2 lanes as well. And as you see here, all of these numbers right here: heat detectors on a smooth ceiling include all points on the ceiling within a distance of equal to 0.7 times the listing spacing. Very, very important, guys. Okay. This is just things that let me see. I didn't tap this, so but these are just examples and how they break down. So space heating, space is heating things. So I want you to highlight here, read it over, whatever you find. So these are spacing, how they come with the result of breaking down the spaces for how they place the smoke detectors or the heat detectors. As well here. So on page 234, 241, sorry, 241. We were on page 240. Now we are on page 241. Here. I think is the third paragraph right here. Third paragraph. Heat detectors I place on a peak ceiling should be located within 3 feet of the peak ceiling height. Of the peak ceiling, whatever. Measure horizontal. Okay. And then as you see, if we read down the hall, down this down this paragraph, placement is similar for detectors on shed type ceiling, except the detector should be positioned within 3 feet. See, they're similar. Horizontal for peak is 3 feet. In shed, the position is 3 feet. Okay. You know, it's this topic, it can be so confusing, but you need to read it a little bit of spacing, hopefully. But it's really simple. If they ask you about something, it'll be the multipliers on the table depending on the height, which multiplier you're gonna use, which I just show you in the past table, where they're gonna be the multipliers based on the height of the ceiling. And then okay, we're on page 240, 242, and then 242. Right here, this the last 2 lanes. Smoke detectors on smooth ceiling should not exceed 30 feet. Very important, guys. And then on page 243, detector placement which listed 30 feet spacing right here. And then right here, between ceiling 12 inches down from the ceiling to the top of the detector. I highlight this as one, 243. Then some reason this is the mix ratio. The mix ratio, second paragraph, complete. Mix ratio, we on page 316. The mix, the second paragraph, completely highlighted. And 316, the last paragraph, highlighted. Until here, moving along on 317, on the ceiling that is directly over the test fire. And I put the mic the MIG ratio. Okay. And then this is a table on page 346 about visual frequency inspection. Visual frequency inspections, guys. All right. So as you see, I have highlight here batteries. Batteries. Let me see. Batteries. This is the first, and then radiant energy fire detectors. How frequency they get inspected. Batteries and in number 9, initiating devices. I got radiant energy fire detectors. So this is a table that has a couple of pages. It goes all the way down to page 349. And then last thing, we are gonna be on page 352. 352 elevator calls, elevator recall systems. You're gonna go to here. Hold on, sorry. Second paragraph, middle of the second paragraph. These systems utilize smoke detectors outside of the elevators, landing doors within 21 feet of every landing door on every floor and within the elevator machine room. Very important, this one. Elevator recall systems. Page 352. Moving along to page 353. Period testing and maintenance. Very important, this one. Automatic fire detectors. Automatic fire detectors. That's that paragraph complete. And then I tab it as I call elevator recall systems. I tab this. Okay. And then I did this on visible appliances, and this is page 427. In 427, I highlight this little thing: visual appliances. In sleeping areas, the light intensity should. And then 428, all the way to all of these numbers. Highlight it, read it, and get used to them. Okay. Page 428. And then, very important, last part is the index. Index. Tap your index. Get familiar with your index. Go to your index if you don't know a question, and then highlight it. Highlight your index as well, just in case. Get familiar with your index. Okay, guys. Remember, as I always say, give me 1 second. I know, shaking, but yeah. So, like I said, the only way that I was able to pass this was with the test simulation of Rocket Cert test simulation, because I get familiar with all of the books that I need on the test, and the test simulation gets me familiar with which book I gotta find. Remember, this is a 13-14 book test, open test question, open book, 14 books, open test, plus 2 prints that they're gonna give you. If you didn't know, you're gonna get 2 prints, one residential, one commercial, plus another pamphlet. So you got up to 17 items in that book in your test. So if you don't know where to look, you're not gonna pass, or the time is gonna run out of you. And all I recommend is that you go use my link to purchase the simulation test. That way you get used to get all of that, everything that you need to get familiar with all the books, because that test simulation, as you are going to recognize as you go through it and you practice it more, you will know which books to look every time a question pops up. And this is for today. It's kind of like a long video for now, and I'm gonna be uploading it soon to YouTube, and As I say, thank you for watching. If you ever find this content, like, share, love it, content, say thank you, send the good energy so we can keep producing these videos so you can help, so I can help you. You can help others find this content that we need, because nobody's willing. It looks like nobody's willing to do it for free, and I'm doing it for free. All I ask you to do is, if you want to get stronger to be able to pass your test, you need the simulation, because the simulation is gonna random through you through all of the books that you're gonna need to take the exam, and that is gonna make that build that muscle, that memory. That's gonna help you out. Look for the questions, look right, find the right book to find the right question. Find the right book, then find the right space where your answer is going to be. And this is it for today. Thank you guys, and hope you like, share, and follow this content, subscribe, and yeah, we need more energy. And then let me know what else can do so I can be helpful for you, and I can help you pass your test as well. Until the next one, guys. Bye bye.